The screen lit up with a dizzying array of charts, bank statements, and what looked like coding scripts. My pulse quickened as he started explaining, his voice calm and methodical, as if he were presenting a science project. "Remember how Mom drained my college fund?" he began. "Well, I figured if she could take the money, I could take it back." I stared at him, speechless, as he pulled up a series of bank transactions. Sure enough, the $50,000 Laura had stolen was back in the account, not just sitting there, but reorganized and invested in a way that made my head spin. "How did you?" I stammered. "Easy," he said, as if accessing bank accounts was as simple as tying his shoes. "Mom wasn't exactly careful with her passwords. I just used the one she saved on her phone to access her accounts. Damien too, he wasn't any smarter. Once I was in, I transferred the money back to where it belongs." "That's illegal," I said, though my voice lacked conviction. He shrugged again. "So is stealing from your kid." I couldn't argue with that, but my unease deepened as he continued scrolling. The bank transfers were just the beginning. Jason had done more, much more. "Damien had a bunch of accounts in his name," Jason said, pointing to the screen. "Turns out he's been scamming people for years, fake investments, shell companies, stuff like that. I reported everything to the authorities, gave them all the evidence they need to lock him up for good." "You reported him?" I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. "Yup," he said, not even blinking. "I even made sure the trail led back to Mom too," he added with a smirk that chilled me to the bone. "She helped him spend the money, so technically, she's part of the scam now. The police are watching her too." "Jason, do you understand what you've done?" I said, my voice rising. "This isn't just about getting the money back. You've put your mother in serious trouble." "She put herself in trouble," he shot back, his tone sharper now. "She chose Damien over us, she chose herself over us. Why should I feel sorry for her?" I didn't know how to respond. He was right, of course. Laura had betrayed us in the worst possible way, but hearing those words come from my son, delivered with such icy detachment, made my chest ache. This wasn't just a 10-year-old taking a stand, I thought. This was something darker. "And Damien?" I asked, dreading the answer. Jason grinned. "Oh, don't worry. He's fine for now, he just doesn't have any money or anywhere to hide. The authorities froze all his accounts. By the time they find him, he'll be broke and in jail." The casual way he said it, like destroying a man's life was no different than squashing a bug, sent a shiver down my spine. "Jason," I said, choosing my words carefully. "Why didn't you tell me about this before? Why didn't you let me handle it?" He looked up at me, his expression suddenly softer. "Because I knew you wouldn't do anything. You just let her get away with it because you're too nice. Someone had to stop her, Dad. Someone had to protect us."
Now comment update to tag you on part 3.